Das Fenster ist neu.
It is.
Sie geht ein Stück nach links, um darin ihr Spiegelbild zu überprüfen.
The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook. He finds the answer unsatisfying.
Ach, sollten wir das mit den Medikamenten ansprechen? Ja, machen wir einfach. Sie haben da unten eine ganz schöne Sammlung verschreibungspflichtiger Medikamente.
Thank you. I've put a lot of time and effort into it.
Sie sagt es ohne einen Anflug von Ironie.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in Revachol, but you should still reprimand her.
Ich und tadeln. Ja, wahrscheinlich
No,
besser
don't
nicht.
listen to the stiff. Be cool.
Keine weiteren Fragen.
I always heard you RCM guys were cool.
Hm.
You are.
Dankeschön. Ich habe noch andere Fragen an Sie.
Okay.
Nachdenklich zieht sie an ihrer Zigarette.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling and draped in smoke.
Gut, jetzt kommen wir zum eigentlich wichtigen Part. Uns wurde gesagt, dass Sie etwas Schlimmes erlebt hätten.
Something difficult? I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean?
Wurden Sie sexuell genötigt?
By sexually assaulted, you mean raped?
Unbeeindruckt zieht sie an ihrer Zigarette.
Yes.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it?
She sounds positively buoyant, vivacious, totally unbothered.
Und was heißt das? Wurden Sie?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I can't say that stuff about him. Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
Okay.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
Okay. Titus hat sie gebeten, die Geschichte etwas aufzupeppen. Für uns.
Pretty much.
Alles klar. Sie hält ihre Kaffeetasse mit beiden Händen.
Warming them. She must be very cold and exhausted of this life.
Sind Sie sicher, dass Sie nicht vergewaltigt worden sind?
I'm 89% sure.
Also sind Sie sich nicht ganz sicher.
You know how it is.
Do you?
Wie ist es denn?
Maybe you don't know.
Sie schnippt die Asche weg. Die Asche landet auf ihrem Einteiler. Sie wischt sie ab.
There are numerous cigarette burns on those silvery scales. Easy to see now that you're closer.
In conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium not raped here.
Niemand verdient es, vergewaltigt zu werden.
I'm sure there is one person in the world who does. I mean, there are so many people. But let me make this clear. The man who was hanged from that tree did not rape me.
Okay. Was hat sich zwischen Ihnen und dem Opfer wirklich abgespielt?
We partied.
Moment, Party gemacht. Wo habe ich das schon mal gehört?
A lot of partying going on.
From Titus? About her and Titus's relationship? That's where you heard it.
Wie haben Sie Party gemacht? Ich zeige auf mein aufgedunsenes Gesicht. So wie ich?
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that.
Mehr als ich? Ich hätte nicht gedacht, dass das überhaupt möglich ist.
Oh, it is. You're still alive.
What did you do when you partied?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
Okay.
What else?
War der Titus vielleicht einfach nur eifersüchtig? Aber wir haben ja noch eine Frau, die fehlt.
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
Sie waren Liebhaber?
I guess you can say that, yes, a bit. Lovers is such an emotional word. But there was something there. We did enough drugs for there to be.
How did you two meet?
Die Stimme des Lieutenants ist ruhig.
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment, a military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
She appears aloof, but that scar part, the scary, is stressed and drawn out. What's that about? Apprehension? With longing. She misses him.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
Es muss schwierig für sie gewesen sein, ihn dort zu sehen. Ich zeige auf den Hof.
Oh, yes. I've had a great view. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes.
Ich sage nichts.
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Ravachol, miss.
Bevor wir das Thema wechseln, wenn es Anschwärzen ist, warum haben Sie es dann gemacht?
Because I couldn't handle it anymore. None of these people called. He just kept hanging there. Then they started stripping him.
Die Stimme des Anrufers war verzerrt.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little.
Angezwickt. Wie denn?
With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
Okay, sie kennt sich damit aus.
So, she's Scott's mystery phone cutter.
Und dabei haben sie die Leitung unten im Hostel kaputt gemacht.
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was doing.
Okay. Warum haben Sie sich die Mühe gemacht?
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there.
Ja. Was können Sie mir über ihn erzählen? Name, Augenfarbe, Alter?
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his, I don't know, hair.
Sie zieht wieder an ihrer Zigarette. Sie wirkt nervöser.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
She meant she sees him in her dreams.
Ich habe ihn auch im Traum gesehen.
You have? Not like I do, I imagine.
Ihre Zigarette ist aufgeraucht. Zeit, eine neue anzuzünden.
She sees them in each other's arms.
Ich sehe ihn als mich.
She fishes a cigarette out of her pack and lights it, then looks at you with her lungs full of smoke.
I can see the similarity, yes.
Sie atmet durch die Nasenlöcher aus. Die Luft riecht nach Menthol,
Funny.
sagte Lieutenant leise.
Funny how?
Nothing. I also saw him. We had a long inspection and that sort of thing sticks with you. Let's move on.
Warum haben Sie ihn gehängt, wenn nicht wegen Vergewaltigung?
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
And his role in this strike was what?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
Naja, wir wissen ja, dass er erschossen wurde. Warum hatte er eine Kugel im Kopf?
Bullet? They shot him too? They stripped his clothes and they shot him?
You mean after they hanged him?
I'm confused, sorry.
So am I. Were you aware that he had also been shot, miss?
Things are starting to go a little over my head here. I thought he was hanged. I was not present when they did it. I don't know what happened. I just know what they told me. And Sylvie, the bartender.
It's hard to know what to think about that answer.
Ja,
She's just
fehlgeschlagen.
tired. Don't push her too much.
Woher kennen die Hardy Boys sie?
They're frequent guests. Downstairs, they have a booth for union members. They're probably down there now.
Und wie haben sie sich kennengelernt?
Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter.
Haben sie Party gemacht?
A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
I have.
Mit welchem?
Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
Alles klar.
Could that have been part of the reason they hanged him?
Könnte das der Grund sein, warum sie ihn gelyncht haben? Eifersucht.
I hope not. Actually, I know that's not the reason. I'm careful about that kind of thing. Not crossing the wires, you know? But that's probably where they got the rape idea.
Wie meinen Sie das?
Men like that? I don't know. It's the way their imaginations work. I suspect it's what they'd like to do to me.
She changes balance from one foot to another, crossing her legs.
Danke, dass Sie uns das alles erzählt haben.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
Ich wollte noch über etwas anderes sprechen, bevor wir gehen. Eine Kleinigkeit.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
Willenskraft, okay. Mir ist aufgefallen, dass Ihr Zimmer in der Nähe von meinem liegt. Ich hätte da eine persönliche Frage.
Yes, you're just one room away. Very personal.
Waren Sie Sonntagnacht auf Ihrem Zimmer? Ich muss wissen, was ich gemacht habe, bevor ich mein Gedächtnis verloren habe.
You do not need to know that. What you need is to ask normal police questions.
Okay. Dann frage ich Sie halt später. Warte darauf, dass du den Satz beendest.
Get a grip, he thinks. At least do your personal stuff when I'm not here.
Okay, Kim, mache ich. Können wir die
Why
Willenskraft
not?
noch ein bisschen?
I'll be here until 11 p.m. Drinking coffee, most likely.
Alles klar. Oh,
Kingdom of Conscience. The kingdom of conscience will be exactly as it is now. Moralists don't really have beliefs. Sometimes they stumble on one, like on a child's toy left on the carpet. The toy must be put away immediately, and the child reprimanded. Centrism isn't change, not even incremental change. It is control over yourself and the world. Exercise it. Look up at the sky, at the dark shapes of the coalition airships hanging there. Ask yourself, is there something sinister in moralism? And then answer, no. God is in his heaven. Everything is normal on earth.
welche Boni haben wir? Oh, das sieht gut aus. Moralistische Dialogoptionen stellen plus einen Moral wieder her. Lerngrenze für Willenskraft auf 5 erhöht, Lerngrenze für Logik auf 5 erhöht. Okay. Cool. Ich wollte Willenskraft einmal nachschauen. Nein, nichts. Versuchen wir es einmal so.
What brings you up here in the rain?
Ich sehe in die Augen.
She looks back.
Nein.
Time moves slowly. The triangles of her face rearranging into a weary smile. Don't worry. We will protect you from her beauty. We will consult you through the reefs and sounds of her persona. You are advised. There are muscles on long white bones that line her limbs, just below the silver jumpsuit.
Ich wende den Blick ab.
The strange moment ends. It was brief, no longer than 2.2 seconds.
Gut, dann machen wir das später. Ein Versuch.
The same small, heavy door. No lock
Oha.
in sight.
Ich drücke dagegen.
It's barred from the inside. You hear the bar rattle in the brackets. Sounds like it's heavy, too. Very sturdy.
Wo führt die hin?
I don't know.
Er vermerkt etwas in seinem Notizbuch.
It is not the first closed door we found in this building. There is also your mysterious blue kitchen door.
Glauben Sie, dass sie wichtig ist?
I don't know. The further we get, the more this building seems to be tied to the case.
Below, the hostel cafeteria creaks and groans under your added weight. A skeleton of composite support beams and cantilevers.
Ich stampfe mit dem Fuß aufs Dach.
A dull thump. Somewhere inside, a wind brace rattles from the imperceptible motion of the building.
The vigilantes, the cadaver, and a number of people connected to the case are in or around this building. This door is part of it. It's not unimportant.
Sehen Sie, unsere eigentliche Ermittlung und die Tür unten verschmelzen zu einer Stereo-Ermittlung.
I hate it when that happens.
Alles klar. Ja, machen wir beim nächsten Mal. Ich muss jetzt langsam nämlich mal Schluss machen, wo ich auch noch komplett durchdrehe mit dieser Fliege. Mein Gott. Ja, wir reden beim nächsten Mal mit Kim. Wir gucken mal, ob wir die Tür aufbekommen. Und dann haben wir noch eine ganze Menge andere Sachen, die wir jetzt an dem Tag tun können. Ich bedanke mich fürs Zuschauen. Wir sehen uns beim nächsten Mal. Bis dahin. Tschüss.